All right, and we are a go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for race 11 of 36 as NASCAR's best head back to the Lone Star State. Get up on them horses, saddle up, and get a cowboy hat, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to ride once again in the Lone Star State of Texas for the Wurth 400 at Texas Motor Speedway. For the past few years of this next gen car, we've seen calamity take place on literally every corner of this racetrack because of the wide turns 1 and 2 and the bumpy and fast turns 3 and 4. One slip up and you're going into the wall. And we might be in store for more chaotic moments here at Texas Motor Speedway for the next gens once again. But we'll see what happens throughout 400 miles of this racetrack in Fort Worth, Texas. Carson Hocevar is riding on pretty good momentum after winning last week at Talladega Super Speedway for his first career win and coming off his Texas win on Friday night in the Truck Series. And he's on the pole for this race. Could he keep up that momentum going? Will he be fast to beat? Or will it be someone else for 400 miles here at Texas Motor Speedway? We'll find out. We will find out after 400 miles here in the Lone Star State. Last week, Ty, I know the task I gave was very hard, and I know that fuel saving was frustrating, but you did not do that bad other than asking what Chad Fincham was doing. Alright, now it's time for the command. Tom Araya, take it away. Whoa, my gosh. Crank it up, gang. Crank him up. And the engines roar to life here in Fort Worth, Texas as 38 of NASCAR's best about to take on for 400 miles here in Texas Motor Speedway for the Wurth 400. That's coming up next on FS1.
Something even smarter than Pound? I don't think so. Yeah, he's pretty smart. Yeah. A whole new species of Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years. I'll tell you who you are. What you can do. Where you don't belong. With the right people at your side, you write your own story. You don't wait for success. You chase it. Sharper, tougher, faster. Every lap. And when you give everything you got, you don't just win. You inspire what comes next. Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediate. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collar stays stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV.
Ty, I have a task for you. Finish ahead of SVG of Connors and Connor Zilch. If you finish behind one of them, you fail, and one of them DNFs, they fail. I know what I'm doing, Grandpa. Thanks. All right, and the cars are rolling. They are now rolling. I mean, if one of them DNFs, you fail. But why, Grandpa? And that was one hell of a celebration that Carson Hocevar did last week at Talladega, and he did it again just 2 nights ago at Texas when he won that race. He's running some pretty good momentum as Carson Hocevar, nicknamed the Hurricane, is on the pole for today's race, or sometimes nicknamed Intimidante, the Intimidante. Grandpa, I need this win. Well, focus up then, Ty. Oh, it would be Mickey if you do that. Do I know what horsepower package this is today? It's the 670 horsepower package. It's the 670 horsepower package they're running today. All right, here's the starting lineup. Spire Motorsports sweeping the front row. Carson Hocevar and Daniel Suarez. How about that? Suarez proving that him being at Trackhouse Racing was like Trackhouse holding him back. But right now, him at Spire Motorsports, he is doing a very good job in that 7 car. Nope, not the new one. Row 2 finds Chris Buescher and Denny Hamlin, a 3-time Texas Motor Speedway winner. Then row 3 is pretty interesting. Come on! As the cars are now going down pit lane to test their pit speeds. Then row 3 finds Chase Briscoe, and look who's starting in the 6th spot, Kyle Busch. Over the week, they made a crew chief change, so Andy Street is now in the pit box for Kyle Busch, and it's paying off very nicely so far. As we see this rest of the starting grid, Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick in 7th and 8th, and rounding out the top 10 positions is Alex Bowman and Ty Grandpa Gibbs. There you see Kyle Larson and Connor Zillage in row 6. Row 7 finds Chase Elliott and Austin Cindric. Row 8 finds William Byron and Ross Chastain. Chastain finished 2nd here last year in the spring race. Yes, I did hear that too, John. Rest in peace to Alex Zanardi. Rest in peace, Alex Zanardi. Yeah, it's boogity time. And of course, they don't show the rest of the starting grid on the bottom. When he had his crash in 2001 in Germany, he had every reason to give up, but he refused to give up, and he became a big role model. Yep. Yeah, even though Alex Zanardi lost both his legs in Germany in 2001, he still continued to race, especially in the Paralympic bike race. In Paralympic bike races.
moving around trying to get out of the way the car is falling, but that lead car is doing what we call air pocket. You see this especially on that back straightaway. You can see the front end of the trail.
Yeah, we all are NASCAR fan. Only a couple more weeks. Only a couple more weeks before Prime gets here. We got Watkins Glen and the All-Star race. Then we have Prime finally here. So only a couple more weeks, folks. It's a beautiful day here at Texas Motor Speedway. 82 degrees, sunshine, puffy clouds in the way, but none of that. No chance of rain. Perfect conditions for racing here in the Lone Star State. 85 laps for stages 1 and 2, and 102 laps for stage 3. 45-mile-an-hour pit speed. The fuel window 64 to 68 laps. As the pace car is about to make the hard left turn onto pit lane, the crowd is on its feet, and wait, they're not going racing? They're not going green this time, by? I guess not. I guess not. Oh yeah, I'm sure they will. Prime Video is going to definitely put on a good show. They smashed it out of the park when they covered the Coca-Cola 600 last year. Yeah, Amazon Prime smashed it out of the park with their coverage during the Coca-Cola 600 last year. What's Hamlin doing? Huh? What is he doing? What was he doing? What is he doing? Okay, that was odd. That was odd. Well, we'll just see what happens this race, NASCAR fan, to determine if this race is going to be good or is it going to be chaotic like we've seen the last 2 years here at Texas. Only time will tell at the end of 400 miles. All right, they're making their way through turns 3 and 4 for the final time under pacing speeds as the pace car is about to make the hard left turn onto pit lane. Great crowd on hand. Beautiful day for racing. The crowd is on its feet. And guys, saddle up them horses and let's ride. Let's go racing in the Lone Star State. Green flag is in the air and the Wurth 400 is underway from Texas Motor Speedway. Giddy up, boys. Oh, Briscoe, where are you going? Briscoe wasting no time underneath Chris Buescher and going underneath his teammate Denny Hamlin going for third as Carson Hocevar leads the first lap. And here comes Kyle Busch as well underneath Chris Buescher going for fifth. And he's got it from the 17 down the back stretch. Oh, Hamlin doing a very smart and wise decision, letting his teammate by into the third position. As everyone, for the most part, for the field is mostly single file, as everyone starts to get sorted out. As we're now looking at Ty Gibbs and Tyler Reddick, this is the battle for the 8th spot right now, as Reddick takes that position from the 54. But Ty Gibbs, he's trying to respond back by going back to the inside of Tyler Reddick, trying to retake that 8th position. but Reddick has the drive off the corner of turn number 2, and he maintains the 8th position. You see what Tyler Reddick's doing there? He's trying to enter the corner a bit higher to get a good run off the corners to keep the 54 behind him, and it's working to his advantage. Ty, don't let the 88 pass you! I know what I'm doing, Grandpa! There's Kyle Larson. He didn't have a very stellar qualifying run, but still top half of the field, as he's currently running in the 12th position. He's trying to end his winless streak, who's now coming into almost a year. It's been almost a year since Larson last won a NASCAR race in the Cup Series. And there goes his teammate Chase Elliott in the 9 car, right by him for the 12th position. Chase Elliott rocking that beautiful Amazon Prime livery. And there's the driver who should be full-time in the Cup Series by now, Corey Heim. Running in the 22nd position. Now he's under attack from driver number 22. That's Joey Logano in the discount tire car. Last year's winner here at Texas. Did Joey Logano steal a sponsor? Is Logano the imposter behind that discount tire Ford? That should be Blaney's car or Cindric's car. Imagine if all 3 Penske drivers in a single race ran the discount tire car. Cindric, Blaney, and Logano in the same race. That would be a spotter's nightmare if that happened. And there's Kyle Busch in the 8 car, still running solidly in the 5th position. As I mentioned before, over the week they made a crew chief change. And now Andy Street is now on top of the pit box for the 8 car of Kyle Busch. And because of that, Kyle Busch started in the 6th spot, and he's up to 5th right now. But as of right now, up front, Carson Hocevar picking up right where he left off last week, continuing to lead the way here at Texas. Joey Laguna needs to take out the 6-7 Mobile before Gen 7 kids bring it up again. Jexter Fett.
Tired of rising prices? Then you need to weigh your options. T-Mobile customers have the lowest wireless bills.
Yeah, that would be a spotter's worst nightmare if all 3 Penske drivers were rocking a discount tire car. Cindric, Blaney, and Logano. But meanwhile, Kyle Busch up to the 4th position. So far, Andy Street looks as though to be a genius right now. There's Bubba Wallace going by Cole Custer. Bubba Wallace, who crashed out during qualifying yesterday. So he had to go to a backup car and had to start at the tail end of the field.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty. When COPD tried to stop you, you kept going. Breztri, a 3-in-1 inhaler. Better breathing starting within 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing.
I hope they show that Alec commercial they showed last week and not the singing girl one more often. Yeah. Now we're looking at Daniel Suarez as he's lost a couple positions now. He's back to the 6th position as Chris Buescher just got by him. Now he's under attack from Christopher Bell. And speaking of Bell, there he goes, right by Suarez. And it looks as though his teammate Ty Gibbs is going to try to follow through to his inside, and looks as though he's going to make the pass going down the backstretch. And there he goes. So back once again, as it looks as though Carson Hocevar, he is now under attack from the 2 Gibbs Toyotas of Chase Briscoe, and right behind him is Denny Hamlin. They have caught up to Carson Hocevar. It looks as though as the run progresses, the Spire car start to fall off just a little bit. Yep, Briscoe's right on him. Whoa, watch out. Oh, Briscoe got tight. Here comes Hamlin to the inside, going for 2nd. That's because Hocevar tried to shut off the 19 of Briscoe, and Briscoe got caught up in his wake there. But here comes Hamlin with a big head of steam down the off turn 2, and he's going to go for the lead. And there goes Hamlin to the top spot now. And here goes Briscoe trying again on Hocevar. This time Hocevar is not going to fight it. There's Andy Street, the new crew chief for Kyle Busch. So far, Andy Street looks to be a genius right now as Kyle Busch still runs in the top 5. Don't let Kyle Busch win. Why? He hasn't won in nearly 3 years. What are you talking about? There's Bubba Wallace up into the 27th position. Yes, you are. Yes, you are correct, NASCAR fan. Yesterday was Kyle Busch's 41st birthday. You are correct, NASCAR fan. Yes, I know you dislike Kyle Busch, but it's been almost 3 years since he last won. Can you at least try to like root for him today to hopefully win again sometime this season? Like, I'm not the biggest Kyle Busch fan, but I hate seeing Kyle Busch struggle like this. Come on now.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, we're getting it in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed. This is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. This isn't just a motorcycle. It's an engineering miracle. Your time machine. It's a good friend. It's all your friends. It's your inner child. And it's all the stars in the sky. It's your final force. It's America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive protects every piece to you. Wait, are you talking to me? Sorry, I can't hear anything you're saying. This isn't just... No. That's you, sorry.
Does Rock stand for a really attractive vehicle?
Rock anything vehicle.
Or runway approved vehicle?
So now looking at Daniel Suarez, who's dropped a lot of positions. He's out now under attack from Connor Zillage. As we're now looking at last year's winner of this race, Joey Logano continues to move on up in that discount tire car. Now to the inside of Stenhouse. He'll easily take that position. No, he doesn't. Stenhouse trying to fight back on the high side. This is for the 22nd position.
Here's to living smooth. With the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light. Runners will do anything to cut through the wind. Why? When you can go fast the easy way. The hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. High-performance running shoes designed to cut through the wind with unbelievable speed. Plus, they're lightweight and feature Goodyear rubber. Go fast in Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. That's where it dropped. This is Carson Hocevar. He doesn't follow the script. He reverses. Coolest guy cut right now. 1 minute flat out, inches from the wall. Smooth. Move out of the way. Next, all chaos, full sound, unapologetic, and a hurricane of hell yeah.
Hurricane of hell, yeah. Wow. Meanwhile, back with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as he's now going around the high side of Riley Herbst, trying to get the run down the quad oval to the back bumper of the 35 now. And it looks as though he got caught up in Riley Herbst's wake. Yes, he did. It's getting tight, and here comes Logano back to the inside, down the backstretch, and he'll easily take that position away. Yep, there he goes. "21 days away before the 110th running of the Indianapolis 500. Oh, pit stop already. Christopher Bell, the first to dive onto a pit lane. What kind of strategy is this that he's trying to pull? Bell's down and away. Kind of early for him to pit. Oh, but here comes Briscoe, the second place driver now. Yep, Alex Bowman's on pit lane. Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson. There's Connor Zillage on pit lane. Riley Herbst. Michael McDowell, Zane Smith. You don't want to be making mistakes coming onto pit lane. Here comes Kyle Busch. Chris Buescher on pit lane now. Austin Cindric, Ryan Preece. Here's Daniel Suarez, Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Corey Heim, SVG. And here comes the leader, Denny Hamlin, onto pit lane now. Whoa. A bit of a stutter for Hamlin as he was coming out of his pit stall there. A little bit of a stutter for Hamlin as he was exiting his pit stall. Is Briscoe going to get him off the pits? Yeah, there's Hamlin. There he is. And yep, Briscoe got it. That's pretty much for provisional P1 once pit stops cycle through. So Nemechek is now on pit lane. So the only drivers that have yet to pit are Hocevar, Gibbs. Oh, Ty Gibbs is now in pit lane. So now it's Josh Berry, Stenhouse, Gilliland, Keselowski, Dillon, Custer, and it's criminal Cody Ware. Stenhouse is on pit lane now. Yeah, you might want to pit soon. And here comes Hocevar. Here comes the leader. Carson Hocevar finally pits. Got JJ Yaley's number 44 NY Racing Syracuse University diecast the other day. Cool. So the only drivers that are yet to pit, Gillen is now making his stop. So that leaves Josh Berry, Brad Keselowski, and Cole Custer left to pit. And speaking of which, here comes Berry in. So now that leaves Brad Keselowski and Cole Custer. Yeah, Custer's in now. Now all that's left is Brad Keselowski. Yes, I saw your other comment when you mentioned that Eric McClure passed away 5 years ago. 5 years ago yesterday. Yes, I did see that. Now Keselowski's on pit lane. So now green flag stops have now cycled through. Oh, Dylan, what are you doing? What are you doing, Dylan? Move it. So now green flag stops have now cycled through. Chase Briscoe leads the way now at Texas.
Since Patty's mango cheesecake went viral, business has been booming. Patty looks to find her rhythm as the plates keep moving, and the orders are not slowing down. Here comes the Verizon business expert.
Jeez! Whoa. What's going on here?
Nice assist. What a comeback. Verizon small business days are here. Score a meeting with an expert today.
Sarah Benz.
I guess Austin Dillon's trying to get back on the lead lap, but look what he's doing. Look what Dillon's doing right now. He's really holding up these three JGR Toyotas.
Oasis Breeze, Tan, and Star. Or we can look at some investment options.
And now Hamlin has lost his second spot, and here comes Christopher Bell. And Bell's going to try to go for the lead from Briscoe, and it looks as though he will off turn 2.
Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved.
Arby's, we have the meat.
On the road again. I command the get things to go down my way. We're the best of friends. And someday the world can turn it our way.
Yeah, I don't know what in the world happened there, but they just could not get around Austin Dillon, and he's still in front of these three JGR Toyotas. And what that's doing is dragging them back to Kyle Busch, who's 1.4 seconds behind the leader, which is Christopher Bell. I don't know if he's trying to fight to stay on the lead lap, but dude, I don't know what Dillon's doing right now. I don't know what he's doing.
What's wrong with going in circles? Different circles, Ross. Okay. Head for the mountains. This is Arby's pulled pork and chopped brisket. This is the juicy result of slow smoking meat for up to 13 hours. And this is you forgetting time exists and getting lost in the sauce.
Arby's, we have the meat.
If I hear an ally ad, you know what to do.
This week, Jordan Walker looks like he was breakout season rolling as he leads the car to get his vantage, which I don't want to or you'll see best Diamondbacks.
Yep.
37. Only on Fox.
Well, if it's that new ally commercial and not the ally commercial that has the horrible singing girl, I won't mute it.
During the break, Chase Briscoe was up front, came on 3 of Austin Dillon. If you see the 19 car, he's up out of the groove. He didn't hook the bottom like Denny is, and then enabled the 3 car to run that outside, get momentum. And now, wait a minute, that lapper's going right back around him. Yeah, he's my first like to stay on the lead lap.
Oh, that's why. That's why Briscoe got really tight off the corner and Dillon got by him. And Christopher Bell got a good run off the front stretch. And Briscoe again got really tight through 1 and 2. And that allowed Briscoe to take it away from him. And that allowed Bell to take it away from him. Excuse me. But again, Austin Dillon is really starting to hold his own in front of these Toyota drivers. But eventually, he's going to have to move. He's going to have to move eventually. And here comes Christopher Bell underneath them, wasting no time, and he's got by him finally.
Texas career, he led only 6. But I heard, Kevin was just telling me, he said the word personal, and that's a dirt race. So you got a hot, slick racetrack, find the way around them, find the clean air, and that's a personal dirt racer. And that's the part that keeps you getting hung up in traffic here. And, the thing about Christopher Bell right now, we kind of talked about what he needs to do. He's kind of been inconsistent. They've had some bad luck. Through the years, kind of taken the days that probably thought that they should win or run in a certain position and then have a mistake. You can't do that in this point system. I think they have a far better.
The battle for second going on. Here comes Hamlin back to the inside of his teammate, trying to take the second spot away from Briscoe, and he will do so. But again, he's got Austin Dillon right in front of these guys. And Briscoe going to try to do the crossover, trying to take that second spot away, trying to take the second spot back from Hamlin. Oh, but he gets tied on the bottom lane, and Hamlin gets the drive off the corner, still maintains the second spot. And Daniel Suarez, who qualified in the second spot, has dropped back 17 positions ever since the start of this. He just doesn't have the speed that his teammate Carson Hocevar or the 3 JGR guys have in front of him. And speaking of qualifying, Ryan Blaney qualified in the 31st position. That team completely missed the setup during qualifying. But he's made up 18 spots because of that. He's up to the 13th position now. But up front, it is still Christopher Bell holding a slim lead over Denny Hamlin, as we're about 20 laps away from the conclusion of stage 1.
You like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, we can take or leave the extravagance. The attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bravado. Because all you ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
No.
The place you call home is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. Home is where you make all your best memories. Backyard campouts, early morning coffees. Here we are now. Because it's not just the home we protect, it's all the memories you make there. Nice work, you two. Yeah, buddy. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with all.
This is the battle for the fourth position as Christopher Buescher to the inside of Kyle Busch, trying to take the fourth spot away, but Kyle Busch still holds that position for now.
Giant sparkling are still in 3 delicious flavors for just $2.99 each. New Sonic refreshers.
But Buescher is able to roll the bottom a little bit better than Busch was, but Busch still maintains the outside line. And it looks as though Buescher is going to take that position away from Kyle Busch this time. But back again with the leader, Christopher Bell, as he is in some heavy traffic right in front of him. Having a bit of trouble trying to get by the lap cars. I'd like to see Prosper, Texas win, which, by the way, has a population of 30,000. Yeah, look at this traffic that Bell's going to have to deal with. And it's not going well right now. As here comes Hamlin right up to the back bumper of the 20. Hamlin cut Bell a huge break there. Almost got into the back of the 20. And Hamlin to the inside, trying to take the lead from his teammate. But Bell gets the drive off the high side of the quarter mile, or the quad oval. But Hamlin gets the drive into the inside, and he's got the lead back. But again, Bell got a good run off turn 2 there. Now he goes high, trying to take the lead away back from the 11. And he's got it. Oh, crash! Oh, and Christopher Bell gets clipped! Keep it off the wall. Oh, hard into the outside wall. Oh, man. Todd Gilliland. Oh, that's a lot of damage for the right side of Christopher Bell. So that was probably a smart move on Hamlin's part to back out of that, because he saw what was going on. I think Christopher Bell was trying to shoot for a gap when he saw Todd Gilliland spinning, but oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. Yikes, Bell's done. Bell's done. Oh my god. Yep, Bell's done. This is fun. We're having fun. Oh, what happened? There's Todd Gilliland. He just lost it. And, oh, yep. Just caught the 20. There it is. He just got clipped in the right rear. He tries to keep it off the wall. Bam! Yikes. Yep. Yeah, it looked like Bell was trying to shoot for a gap, but just couldn't make it. Just couldn't make it. Yep. Oh, just pancaked the right side of his car. Yikes.
Danny's already 9 points, so record before stage one right here. It's devastating point wise.
Larry, we're going to have 10 laps to go when pit road opens. What are we going to see? Yeah, we've been well over 20
Yep.
since those pit stops. I think
Christopher Bell took that thing straight to the garage.
Don't be surprised to see somebody roll the dice. It may be charges too here.
And here they come. I particularly don't care for Christopher Bell, but I feel like Todd Gilliland should have stayed in trucks or went to Xfinity heading into 2022. He wasn't ready for Cup, even though he has improved. Um, I'm I don't know about that, but about Christopher Bell, yeah, I feel bad for Bell trying to. I get he was trying to shoot for the gap. I get he was trying to shoot the gap, but come on, Bell, you should have backed off out of that. Yeah, I feel bad for Christopher Bell trying to shoot the gap, but I don't care about his constant spamming supporter Marcus Villarreal. Yeah, that Christopher Bell spammer who just refuses to stop spamming everywhere about his Christopher Bell pick. He's got to tone it down at some point. He has got to tone it down at some point. Marcus is peeved right now. Whatever. See? This is what happens if he keeps spamming Christopher Bell's name all the time. This is what's going to happen. If Marcus refuses to tone down the spamming, this is what's going to happen. His driver Christopher Bell keeps getting caught up in bad luck like this.
Aren't you tired of the discomforting back pain? The days of awful chairs are over. Meet the Viper Chip, America's #1 rated shop chair, made right here for USA. The Viper chair glides over any surface with large industrial-grade casters. Alleviate lower back pain with a perfectly angled backrest and sit comfortably for hours with a thick, durable seat. The sturdy metal base provides stability and prevents tipping. Trusted by the best, Viper chairs are designed for every job, automotive, detailing, or anything else you love to do in your garage. So stop wasting your money buying cheap substitutes.
The equipment isn't good for FRM and Cup. That's why I think Todd Gilliland should have went to trucks, or for FRM to start up an Xfinity program so that Gilliland can contend for the win every week. I mean, Front Row Motorsports, don't forget they've had a history of moving up drivers too quickly into the Cup Series. It all started with Matt Tifft in 2019, then John Hunter Nemechek in 2020, then Anthony Alfredo in 2021, now Todd Gilliland in 2022. Even though, as you said, Todd Gilliland has improved a little bit in the Cup Series, but it doesn't change much. Looks like we got a bit of strategy play going on. We got a few cars that have stayed out. We got Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ross Chastain, AJ Allmendinger, and John Hunter Nemechek. Those are the drivers that did not stop under that caution. Oh, yikes. And Ryan Blaney's pit crew ranking is 35th right now. I don't know what's going on in the 12th camp, but it seems like every week Ryan Blaney's pit crew gets slower and slower every time. Every time they try to service up his car, it gets slower every time. This time, the wheel wasn't loose. Oh. Or maybe, on second thought, Ryan Blaney could not get the clutch in. He could not get the car started or refired. Yikes. Oh, stuck in gear. That's why. That's why Blaney couldn't get going. And he's lost a ton of track time. There's Christopher Bell. Yep, he's done for the day. All right, here we go. It's going to be 6 to go in the first stage. The first 5 drivers in this race start did not stop. How will this handle? Oh, there they go, fanning out. And there goes, I believe that's Nemechek. Got swallowed up by the tires. Oh, very tight off the corner. 4 wide, nearly 4 wide. And this is the battle for the lead as Eric Jones is trying to hold off Stenhouse. Stenhouse gets sideways off the corner. And Hocevar to the inside of Ryan Preece. Watch out, Ty Gibbs! Watch out. It's very tight in this pack. Look at this. And Hocevar up to second, trying to go for Stenhouse, going for the stage win. Oh my gosh. It is a hornet's nest back here. Look at this. It is a hornet's nest back there. Oh, watch out. Oh, here goes Chase Elliott to the inside. 3 wide underneath Ryan Preece and Denny Hamlin. And Hamlin gets by, or Chase Elliott gets by. Now he's under attack from Austin Cindric. 3 wide, tight. Through the quad oval. That is tight. That is very tight. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It is a hornet's nest. That's a mix between no tires and tires. And Chastain gets crossed up by Chase Briscoe. Now he's under attack from Kyle Busch. Oh, look like Barn. Oh! Hang on to it, Kyle. Hang on to it, Busch. Oh, hang on to it, Corey Heim. Now here goes Byron way outside of Ross Chastain. And Chase Elliott's going to try to take advantage of both those guys. And he does. Wow. Up to 8th right now for Chase Elliott. But up front, it is all Eric Jones, who has somehow pulled away on those old tires. And coming off turn number 4, Eric Jones steals a stage win at Texas. How about that for Jones? Wow. How about that for Eric Jones? Stage win. First stage win of the season for Eric Jones. How about it? Stage 2 coming up next. That was one heck of a sprint.
Turn heads in the totally redesigned Subaru Outback. Dog tested. Dog. When you don't order furniture from Wayfair, it's natural to wonder what if. Like, what if your friend Charles hates it?
I hate it.
With Wayfair, you don't have to wonder what if.
That Wayfair so fucking fresh. But it's chips, stale.
Just switch. Why not? With no value Verizon. Best network. Woohoo! With iPhone 17 out there.
Okay.
What's he gonna see?
This Mother's Day, get iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all on us. No trading needed. Offer ends 5/13.
So with all these Hilton Honors points, I could stay for free. I could walk the store here in Maldives.
Yeah. Hilton Honors, babe.
Ooh, what about Canopy Paris with Hilton Honors?
How long has that been here?
And there's no blackout dates. Hilton Honors, baby.
There's no way to counteract what was included. When you want points that can take you anywhere, Hilton Honors, babe. Anytime. It matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
This is home. Where we race the Tour of the Gila, the country's hardest stage race. 5 days, 336 miles, 15 nations competing. If you can ride here, you can ride anywhere. Call that New Skechers Aeroburst. Running shoes that push the laws of aerodynamics. It all starts with Skechers Hyperburst technology, the supercritical foam that gives Aeroburst unbelievable response under propulsion, plus a carbon-infused H-link that returns more energy. Skechers Aeroburst.
Okay, sometimes soap is just soap. But sometimes it's the first everything shower since having a baby. Reminding her she's still her. With shipped and shot the same day and the same way. No order is ordinary.
I would go outside the motor one because I always like to hear the crowd reaction. That's a crowd reaction I have heard since, well, I've heard it in a long time, but when Dale Jr. would be in an Xfinity race or a series race, and I was there watching, the crowd reaction for Cleese McFarland was unbelievable this week. Check out the all-new Fox Sports digital show Speed. Subscribe to Speed on Fox on YouTube, Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcasts. 82 lap stage 1 complete. Jay.
Christopher Bell has been checked and released. Wrong place at the wrong time, leading this race, and he got collected. Another bad luck race here. How do you describe the disappointment?
Yeah, I mean, it's summer, but I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that I get to drive really fast race cars. Thankful that I got the lead laps today. Thankful that I get to carry the ring colors.
Yep. Christopher Bell, he is cursed at Texas. I'm sorry. He's cursed at Texas.
I was a couple feet away from having a great day. But
He's cursed.
it's gonna turn around somewhere.
See what Wilkins might be.
Thanks, Jamie Tucker, you're one of the fastest cars here.
It's so tough when you get those streaks and have all those things happen, and just to keep your confidence up. So, hate it for Christopher Bell.
Speaking of confidence, look at this guy right here. Busch has more laps run in the top 5 today than the last 11 mile-and-a-half races combined. Got in some stage points. He's been cleared back to Atlanta, our second race since he's had stage points.
Well, that was a great call from a lot of angles. 43, Bear Jones stayed out from 18th. Ricky Stenhouse from 22nd. Allmendinger from 25th. All got some stage points. So they were having a mediocre day at best. And why not just take a chance and stack some stage points on right now? Obviously, they're going to lose track position right here, but at least you got something to show for.
Just losing someone with A.J. Allmendinger, who went from 7th position
here come the drivers that did not stop under that caution, and a few others heading for fresh tires as well.
He was a champion in the kart IndyCar series, but he will best be remembered for the pass that he used to beat Ryan Herta coming down the corkscrew.
Wow, 1996 at Laguna Seca, when he passed Brian Herta. When he passed Brian Herta in 1996. May God rest his soul. Rest in peace, Alex Zanardi, at age 59.
This Mother's Day, get iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all on us. No trading needed. Offer ends 5/13.
Come on, let's go. Hustle. Go.
When you're traveling with 3 kids and pretty much everything they own,
Hi guys, welcome.
it matters where you stay. Book your summer stay now. Hilton for the stay.
Chevy Silverado, #1 manufacturer loyalty.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this 2026 Chevy Silverado or $7,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Rental vision only on Ring. AI tuning for sharper goodbyes, clearer hellos, and safer tomorrows. Protect your home like I do with Rental Vision on new 4K cameras and doorbells from Ring. Shop now at ring.com.
There I was, enjoying my spot. No food, no energy. But suddenly I found bumped up energy drinks and protein drinks that were insanely delicious. I wasn't just surviving, I was thriving. But like all good things, my time on the island was coming to an end. Although I miss that island, I still feel like a little close.
This is important news for young adults and parents of children and teens who have been harmed by social media addiction. If you or your child were addicted to any of these social media platforms and as a result suffered from depression, anxiety, eating disorders such as anorexia or bulimia, insomnia, self-harm, suicidal thoughts, attempts, or even suicide, if you or your child were harmed by social media addiction, call the attorneys at Davis & Crump at the number below now to see if you're eligible for a cash award. Call now. Operators are standing by. What should I eat? Will this food spike my sugar levels?
The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor tracks your glucose in real time. Libre Assist can help guide food choices. This is progress. Try for free at freestylelibre.us.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the Big Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Wait, and it still comes with bottomless chips and salsa and a bottomless drink? Oh, fast food is not gonna like this. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
86 laps complete, and the season's 2 first-time winners are at the front reveal. Carson Hocevar and Ty Gibbs.
Notable drivers learning curve. How to get first wins in Cup Series. 91 starts, 92 starts, 98 starts, 99 starts, 99 starts, and 131 starts.
Usually once you knock that barrier over, you're able to make it happen a little more consistent. Jamie?
Yeah, you guys, Kyle Larson is just going in the wrong direction. He just says he's so tight, nothing to lean on with the rear wheels. They've been working on it every stop. They started out with air pressure, didn't really move the needle. So 2 stops ago, they made a right rear wedge adjustment. It helped a little bit. So they just made a left rear wedge adjustment to try to help that grip. That's what he's lacking as he's backing. When did restart in 25th?
Yeah, restart 25th, but he was the 8th car on pit road because the first 17 cars all pitted at lap 70 and they stayed out. So the first car with 4 fresh tires is Eric Jones in 18th place.
All right. There's Eric Jones, who won the first stage. He's the first car with 4 fresh tires. I don't know if he'll immediately make spots on this restart, but we'll see as they come into the restart zone. And green flag, stage 2 underway. Oh, Bubba Wallace goes out the outside of Chris Buescher, trying to make a move, but to no avail. Goes Briscoe up to the back bumper of the 54, going 3 wide, but Hocevar blocks his run right there. Cinder block? What, Mike? Oh, is Briscoe going to try again? But not this time. Not this time. But it looks as though Hocevar gets the run through 1 and 2. He's going to try to clear Ty Gibbs. No, he doesn't. Still side by side go through turns 3 and 4. Ty Gibbs trying to get a run off the high side of the 77, but Hocevar still hanging tough on the inside. Oh, 77 still hanging tough on the 54's quarter panel. Got a good run, side draft in the 54. This time he's going to clear him entering turns 3 and 4. Now he's got it. Oh, Gibbs gets loose. Here goes Briscoe taking advantage to go to second. It was that bump through turns 3 and 4 that Ty Gibbs got into. But meanwhile, look at this battle going on between Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher, William Byron, and Denny Hamlin and the rest of the field. Oh, and there goes Byron behind them. Watch out, watch out. Whoa. And everybody misses him. Wow. Somehow he did not get hit. He was a sitting duck across the quad oval. Yep, there's Byron right there. Got through that bump. That's what knocked the car sideways. Byron tries to catch it. And around he goes. Wow, right in front of Logano. Right in front of Logano. There it is. That bump that knocked him sideways. He is so lucky he did not get hit there. So lucky he did not get hit.
When he bottomed out in the seat, you can see his body go down, and that car spins right around just in time for the bump.
This caution is exactly for the leader Hocevar what he needed. Let's get these two tires off now and reestablish what he's doing.
All right, and here they come.
Yeah, they were going back and forth on the radio with Chase Briscoe. They were right on the edge of the fuel window when they wanted to come in and pit. So they decided to say yes, right?
Oh, crash on pit lane! Briscoe and Larson! Yikes! That's going to cost him some time. And who gets it off pit lane? Looks as though Buescher got him. No, Elliott did. Elliott got him off pit lane. Oh, what the? What happened to Logano? What happened to Logano? Oh! What happened to Logano? It's Custer and Gibbs. Oh! Just ran right into the back of Custer. Wow. Joey Logano has successfully damaged his car like a There it is. Joey Logano has successfully damaged his car like a complete jackie. And Gibbs and Custer ruined my day. Yep.
Something even smarter than Alan?
I don't think so. Yeah, he's very smart. Yeah.
A whole new species of Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years.
Chevy Silverado, #1 manufacturer of loyalty.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this 2026 Chevy Silverado or $7,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
This is home, where we race the Tour of Tequila, the country's hardest stage race. 5 days, 336 miles, and 15 nations competing. If you can ride here, you can ride anywhere. We call that
Yep, that's an AI. That's an AI meme coming up this week from Jackster Fett. Joey Logano has successfully damaged his car. Yeah. Yeah, this was the first one. Watch Briscoe coming out of his pits, and here comes Larson coming into his stall. That just damaged the right front of Briscoe's car. Yep. Oh! Nope. Nothing Briscoe could do there. And here's Logano and Custer as Gibbs was coming out of his stall. And Custer was a sitting duck right there. Nowhere for Logano to go. He's on board. Go. Hard. Then watch out. Oh, KO. Yep. Oh, Connor Zillage. Ouch. In my opinion, this is one of the only tolerable AI thing. Yeah, Jexter Fett's AI memes that he does during the week. They're pretty funny, actually. And this is his onboard shot when he just barely avoided Byron. Yeet! Wow. Wow. Yep. And Logano's looks as though he's done. Yeah, there's no way they're going to fix that right front. Yeah, there's just no way they're going to try to fix the right front. They're getting it towed. What happened with Connor? I didn't see what happened. I don't know. Yep. And the 22 car is getting towed. Logano's probably like, hook the truck to the fucking thing! Come here! Hook that thing up! Alright, here we come for the restart. This time it's Corey Heim and Zane Smith on the front row. Those are some of the drivers that did not stop. Green flag. And Chase Elliott, the first guy on 2 tires, already wasting no time around the high side, trying to get around John Hunter Nemechek and Riley Herbst. And it looks as though Stenhouse to the low side, as everyone's fanning out 2-3 wide through the field. Oh, watch out, Cowbush. Oh, and Hocevar, he's trying to waste no time, trying to get through this field, but he's got no place to go. Chase Elliott right now, he's trying to clear Riley Herbst. Looks as though he'll finally do it coming off turn 2. Yes, he does. There's another driver who took 2 tires. That's Chris Buescher going by Michael McDowell, and he will just clear him entering turns 3 and 4. Oh, they're wrecking! Someone's in the wall back there. Someone got in the wall back there. And it's Ty Gibbs. Oh my gosh. Grandpa! Stop sounding like a pterodactyl! Yikes. Yeah. That was Joe Gibbs' probably going like, oh, Ty. Oh, Ty. You couldn't even complete my task for 1 week. For 1 lap. Keep in mind, you did not fail my task yet, Ty. You better fix the car. There he is. Yep. Yeah, Ryan Preece looks as though he got in the back of the 54. That sent him off the racetrack.
just running up front when he got sideways hit that bump earlier and contending for the lead of the point spot. Gets Meyer back in traffic with a 4-tire stop and he's in the pits with a truck race car.
Another single car caution seems to be the hallmark of the Texas Motor Speedway. Damage on the nose of Reese's car.
Probably got green paint on.
These caution laps.
Joe, what happened? I'm not saying anything yet, interviewer. It's only up to Ty to tell you what happened.
When you stay out on the racetrack like that, caution release, I need to save some gas.
Forgot Logano is in a discount tire scheme. Yeah, well, Logano just wrecked out, so he wrecked out under that pit stop that we had a few laps ago. When Ty Gibbs was exiting his pits, Cole Custer was stopped trying to get into his stall, and Logano ran right into the 41, destroying his left front. Don't ask me, interviewer. Ask Ty.
It starts with Celsius. Speedway can feel good about it. I'm gonna need it. I'm training for life. Our after-school pickups to meal prep to a 12-hour night shift. I don't have time to get ready. I've got to stay ready.
It also starts with a Celsius. I got a whole day to see. First it's cardio, then it's a race against the clock and refuel. I've got 48 to do in 24.
It's 4:49 a.m. Grab the Celsius, log in. I've got a goal to hit and a deck to conquer. A party to be the life path and all the essential energy I need to do it.
Chevy drivers need a truck to show.
Ty, what happened? I don't want to talk. Ty, what happened? I don't want to talk about it, interviewer.
Always get it done. As long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Well, qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado or $7,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Plus, eligible military personnel can get $1,000 bonus cash on most Chevy models.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellets, or grill, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Corporate exhaust is a pipeline between driver and machine. That steamy concert sound absorbs into your chest, your shift hand, your soul. You are in the zone, fully connected with a rolling jet that breathes fire. Chevy drivers need a truck that shows up the same way they do. That's what Chevy's
Joe, Ty doesn't want to talk about it. Then leave us alone right now, interviewer. We're busy right now.
As long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Well, qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado or $7,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Plus, eligible military personnel can get $1,000 bonus cash on most Chevy models.
The fastest racing on earth hits the racing capital of the world. Alex Palou is to continue his dominance in the 14-turn IMS Road Course. It's the final race before the 500, Saturday, 4:30 Eastern, on Fox from Indianapolis.
Why is the IndyCar series still? Why is the IndyCar series still running on the Indy Road Course? Literally 2 weeks before the Indy 500. Why? Why are they still doing that? Like, the Indy Road Course is better as a test track, honestly. Looked like he just gassed it. That replay looked like he just gassed it into Custer. Yikes. Joey Logano has damaged his car so bad, he has an IQ of Danica Patrick. Good old Jexter Fett and his AI commentaries. All right, back green. Heim on the jump. Getting a big push from Daniel Suarez. Oh, Cowboys is getting tight up against Chase Briscoe. That was close. Oh, Tyler Reddick almost shut the door on Chase Briscoe, trying to shut him off there for position. As we got a battle for the 5th spot as Chase Elliott works to the high side of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. As everyone is jostling for position right back here. Oh, Priest, where are you going? Trying to split between Alex Bowman and... Oh! What is going on here? So much action going on, I can't even speak. Looked like Hamlin got really tight off the corner, nearly caught the wall there. But everyone's already up on the wheel, trying to get as much track position as they can on this restart. Yep, just said that, Kevin. There goes Stenhouse to the inside of Zane Smith, trying to take the 5th spot away. Now looking at John Hunter Nemechek, Chris Buescher, and Chase Briscoe, 7th, 8th, and 9th right now. While the first driver on tires, well, mainly 2 tires, Chase Elliott, he's attacking on Brad Keselowski, going for 3rd, and he'll take the third spot away from Keselowski. As this battle is still going on between Nemechek and Buescher, leaving with Briscoe with no place to go. It looks as though Buescher's going to try to get the run off the corner. No, he doesn't. Still alongside the 42 of Nemechek. And where's Briscoe going to go? Trying to split the middle. He backs out of it. He thought better of it. Meanwhile, look at Chase Elliott right now. He's now up to the back bumper of Daniel Suarez. He wants more positions. He wants some more track time, track position. Yeah, I saw your comment. Now it's been a year since Joey Logano has last won. Yep. last time Logano won was here. Now here comes Elliott to the inside of Daniel Suarez, trying to go for the 2nd spot. He's going to easily roll the bottom side of turns 3 and 4. Can he clear Suarez? No, he can't. Now he's got the preferred line in 1 and 2. And Elliott to the 2nd position. How about that for Chase? Let's go. Let's go, Chase. Meanwhile, looking at Carson Hocevar running around mid-pack, side by side with Bubba Wallace. This is for 15th. But up front, Corey Heim, and probably I think this is his 5th start of the season in that 67 car. Is this Corey Heim's 5th start of the season, or is it his 4th start? I kind of lost track. But right now, Corey Heim continuing to prove why he should be in the Cup Series full time by now. Oh, third. His third start of the season. Brain rot number thanks to Gen Zers. Yeah, literally. Like, why is that? Why is that even a meme? 6'7"? That's not even a meme. It's not even a meme. Why are people still saying it? Yeah, for real, I can't. Yeah, for real. It is painfully unfunny.
Do you think RAV stands for Rugged Adventure Vehicle? Whoa, dude. I feel like it's a ridiculous acceleration vehicle. Isn't it the recreational activity vehicle? I guess it can mean anything you want. Oh yeah? What else you got? Toyota. Let's go places.
Mom, I got it.
Change happens fast. Lock in your internet price for 5 years and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Hello? Whoa.
Now we're looking at car employee versus car owner Riley Herbst side by side of alongside his car owner Denny Hamlin, who's Hamlin trying to get by him.
Hey guys. Apples with peanut butter?
Did Corey Heim finish top 10 in the Cup race once last year? I think so. I believe he did. But I'm not totally sure. I want to say the Bristol night race last year. I know he finished 13th at Kansas last year as well, and he was the highest finishing 2311 car that year, that race last year. But outside of that, I kind of lost track. But yeah, put Corey Heim in 2311 racing full time next year, please. Oh man, that was tight between Michael McDowell, Ryan Blaney, and the 66 of Chad Fincham. That was close there. Now they're getting by Todd Gilliland with that damage from that first caution. It might be even a mid-season replacement, but Riley's not doing this bad so far. He's not doing this bad so far. Oh. Speaking of Briscoe, it's backed up to 15 now. Some kind of got really tight off turn 2. Did he catch the wall or something? I don't know. Yes, probably. Yeah, Briscoe's getting very tight off the corners right here. I know he's got that damage from that from that pit sequence when he made contact with Kyle Larson. But that can't be it. That can't be the reason why he's so tight right now. Over rotating. There it is. That's probably why. Meanwhile, we got a battle for the third spot. Here comes Brad Keselowski to the inside of Daniel Suarez. Yeah, he has gone far off since Stewart left. If 35 gets mid-season replacement, it's going to be Corey if they finish the year up. As we're now looking at Denny Hamlin, who's now alongside Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and he'll take the sixth spot away from Stenhouse. And there's a battle for fourth going on between Daniel Suarez and Chris Buescher. Yeah, Chris Buescher, one of the drivers who pitted for two tires during that two-tire stop sequence, now to the inside of Suarez. I believe he was one of the drivers that did not stop. But by now, it looks as though the tires have kind of equaled out, but Buescher still gets by him. Now Hamlin's going to have a challenge trying to get up to Suarez. It looks as though it's going to be an easy pass, no harm, no foul. Once Hamlin gets him, yep, and Suarez is not going to fight it. Or maybe he is going to fight it. Nope, Suarez got tight. But up front, it is still Corey Heim continuing to lead here at Texas, but it has a 1.3 second advantage over Chase Elliott. Meanwhile, now we're looking at Chase Briscoe. He's now under attack from Ryan Blaney. Last time we saw him, he was back in the 12th position. Then back to 14th. Now he's being passed by Ryan Blaney. That's for 22nd. Yikes. Whatever happened to Chase Briscoe after that last pit stop clearly is affecting him. Okay, can someone get this 66 car off the track? It's going like 2 miles per hour back there. Someone get the 66 of Chad Fitchum off the track, please. Oh my gosh.
This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chopped brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved.
Arby's, we have the meat. Wearing regular shoes feels this cramped. For glide step, wide fit, hands-free Skechers slip-ins feel like this. The Skechers slip-ins just step in, no bending down, no touching my shoes. Try wide fit Skechers slip-ins.
Pay less for less, and a good deal. Pay less and you get more. That's Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk's been the same price since they started in 2009. Straightforward, always.
And now plans starting at just $25 a month. Official partner of NASCAR.
We're truck is made to work hard. Clean, heavy-duty diesel engine oil keeps it that way. With up to 35% better wear protection, it's specially formulated to protect when engines are pushed to the limit. Make the switch to Valvoline heavy-duty diesel today.
That's my job.
Carson Hocevar. He doesn't follow the scripts. He rewrites it.
Cool guy up right now.
1 minute flat out, inches through the walls.
Smooth, move out of the way.
Next, all chaos, full sound, unapologetic, and a hurricane on a hell of a year. Way to victory lane.
I knew we were gonna win. I really did.
All right, and we are back once again.
In Texas, what is the fuel story with the 67? He was last on pit road at lap 70. Gale spitted at either lap 84 or 94.
Oh boy, looking at the fuel remaining for these cars. That's a new graphic for Fox. Heim and Smith are the ones that I'm paying attention to the most because they're at 19% right now. As for the rest of the field, most of them are 44%. Byron has the most fuel with 52%. And Jarvis with 34% of fuel. It's Nemechek, Herbst, Keselowski, and Suarez. Those are the ones I'm keeping an eye on. Meanwhile, we got a battle for the fourth spot right now as Hamlin has closed up to Chris Buescher. It looks as though he's going to get to his inside. This will be an easy pass for Hamlin to get to fourth, to get to fourth, and Hamlin's got it. The next up for Hamlin is Brad Keselowski. Yeah, it's only going to be a matter of time of when Hamlin gets by Keselowski because he has closed up on him. Hamlin has closed up on Keselowski. I think Elliott's trying to manage that right rear, as they just said. He's trying to manage right now. Here comes Hamlin to the inside of Keselowski. Going for third. No harm, no foul. No contest, actually. Just drove by Keselowski.
72 green flag laps, which is doable. But that does not include the 23 cautions that were in there as well. Clint was asking me during the commercial break, the only thing I am seeing, he's starting to pick the throttle up a little later, just a little later, maybe trying to save more fuel. But guys, that's a lot.
And there goes another lap down for the 66. Yep, Zane Smith is on pit lane now. No, he's not.
I've been told my whole life that I'm pretty fast.
Yeah, for the drivers Zane Smith and Corey Heim, they cannot make it to the end of the stage on fuel. They'll have to pit soon. But that is such an impressive run what Corey Heim has been able to do. This is why, again, he should be full-time in the Cup Series by now.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
There's another battle between Austin Cindric and Alex Bowman as Bowman takes that position away.
Thanks for coming in to talk about Dungeon.
Of course, third grade is when Member Liberty Mutual could save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
That was for 14th. All right.
It's COD's biggest sale of the year. Save up to 30% on moving and storage until May 18th.
And meanwhile, looking at Corey Heim, look who's he's about to lap. That's Chase Briscoe. Are you kidding me? Yo, what is going on with Briscoe right now? He has really dropped the pace. Whatever pace he had at the beginning of this race when he was fighting for the lead, it has clearly dropped off for Briscoe. He's literally about to go a lap down, and there he goes. What has happened to Briscoe's car? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yep, here comes Heim this time by. He's pinning for fuel. And that'll hand the lead over to Chase Elliott. How about it? Maybe the most laps led by a non-charter car. Pretty much. I believe you're right. Looks as though Stenhouse is trying to nurse that car around for the finish of stage 2, trying to make it back on fuel. Yep. But for the drivers who are in their 60s, in their 60s on fuel, they're good to go. Now taking a look close eye on Keselowski, Suarez, Stenhouse, Herbst, Nemechek, and the other drivers who are in their 70s in terms of laps on fuel, or the last time they pitted, and see how much they're saving. So we have 10 laps to go in stage 2.
Stenhouse as they battle for 6th place. When Corey Heim stopped, it seemed like it was a great strategy. There were only 2 cars 1 lap down. Now, Chase Elliott has begun lapping traffic. He's with Briscoe and McDowell a lap down, so Heim has little chance of free pass position. When the caution comes out at the end and stays low, they may take the weight around and even lead lap cars to pit.
And that was an easy pass that Heim made on his boss, Denny Hamlin, even though he's still the 3rd car 1 lap down. Yeah, he's literally on a mission to try to be the 1st car 1 lap down and try to trap Briscoe a lap down. Yep, Stenhouse, he is saving fuel. Same with Suarez and Herbst. And there goes Heim right by Briscoe. Now he's going to be the 1st car 1 lap down. Yep, not long at all. Yeah, Heim is flying right now. Remember, he's won at Texas before, and that was last year. What? Oh, and Larson's in the wall. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Bad day gone worse for Larson. Yikes. Just lost it. Yep. And the streak continues for Larson. Ouch. I believe next weekend will mark 1 year since Larson's last been to victory lane. Yep, there it is. Heim gets the free pass. Yeah, it just came around on him. Just came around. Oh, whoa. Well, incoming sarcastic best driver in the world comments. I can already see it happening. Incoming sarcastic best driver in the world comments. Which is honestly pretty annoying if you ask me. Like every time Larson messes up, they just many fans just sarcastically say best driver in the world. Psh. Some people just need to get over those comments he made in 2024 when he said he's a better all-around driver than Max Verstappen. People need to get over that. He never called himself the best in the world.
just call them the contrary team because Brad Keselowski and Ryan Preece stayed out trying to get some stage points.
What? Okay. Different strategy play going on. As Mike George just said, Keselowski and Preece did not stop. I don't know how that's going to work once they get the restart. Yeah, big time. Is it literally going to be a one-lap shootout for the stage end? What, again? Yep, he had to back out. Not what Blaney wanted.
Well, that's frustrating. Jones's stop was a legal stop with the right rear hanging outside the box, but it sure didn't give Blaney much room. Now, 3 drivers took the wheel around to get back on the lead lap.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a one-lap shootout for the stage win. Choose roll. Yep, it's going to be a one-lap sprint. Here we go. Here we go.
Everyone else, they said, you're leading. Let's go out and make the most of it. Get this 3rd stage win of the season.
He and his teammate Ryan Preece will share the front row. Preece was 16th when the caution came out, and now he's in 2nd place and in position to be one of the 10 cars that will get stage points after just one lap. Hold your breath.
I'm holding my breath because they're going to be in the way.
Yeah, literally, they are going to be in the way. They're holding the first 2 positions. Yeah, both Keselowski and Preece are going to get swarmed on this restart. I can see it happening. They're going to get swarmed right here. They're going to get swarmed. Watch. Well, maybe not. They both got a good jump, actually. Never mind then. Well, this restart, well, through turns 1 and 2 they are. Here comes Elliott to the inside of Keselowski. And here comes Tyler Reddick as well. Oh, watch out. Yep, Elliott wasn't having it. Oh, Keselowski's loose, but still makes it, and Elliott wins stage number 2. Fourth and 5th for both Keselowski and Preece as Chase Elliott wins stage number 2. How about it? Stage 3 coming up next. All right. All right. Both RFK drivers pit for fresh tires and fuel. There's Briscoe back on pit lane.
Nothing stops Ram. That means we deliver knockouts. We're heavy V8s, Hurricanes, and Hellcats. And we're backing them with America's best powertrain limited warranty. Because nothing stops Ram.
Tomatoes, chili, tamarind, greens, pinon. Every month the ingredients change, and you changes too. So every bite is a reflection of New Mexico.
What's the Mad Mayhem difference? Real executive experience. As San Jose's mayor, Mad Mayhem balanced the city budget, reduced crime, and built housing. He's not from Washington, not from Wall Street. He's a mailman's son who knows California's become too expensive. He'll suspend the gas tax, overhaul state government, and turn billions in wasted money into effective investments in healthcare, housing, and schools. Democratic values, effective experience. That's the Mad Mayhem difference.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast. Then I realized when you bundled with Louis Sabre insurance was every good.
It's like you're talking my love language.
Well, I've been taking word classes online.
Wow.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You know why I'm excited for bottomless apps for $9.99?
Why, Hank?
Finally have a reason to work bottomless chat. Whoa!
You've been squatting. You've been doing squats.
Yes, I have been. Thank you. Bottomless apps for $9.99. Coming up next is round 5 of the 2026 Mission Foods Drag Racing Series C's at the Southern Nationals, but from a new venue, South Georgia Motorsports Park. Who will play in the Covenant Diamond Wallies? Find out after the Cup race. All that on FS1. The race break at Texas Motor Speedway. The race we heard words like trash and courage. And we've seen that so far. We're trying to get out the same others, fans. And thanks for the particular detours of everybody.
Chris Mars and Jamie McMurray are welcome here. That's cool.
Tyler Reddick in the mix, who's been in the top 10 all day, and Carson Hocevar trying to win back-to-back. So let's recap. If you weren't with us a little bit early, even if you were, there's things worth going back to. As Hot Killer here takes on Christopher Bell, couldn't avoid a Villa, led 22 laps. Toyota set the early race. Another unfortunate race for Christopher Bell. Eric Jones, his first ever career stage win here in Penske.
Trying to lead a stall. Larson's trying to get in contact. That wasn't the only contact
Oh.
on the road. Joey Logano and Cole Kessler. Watch right here. Cole slows down. Joey doesn't see that. Huge impact into Logano's day.
Yeah, last year they had the most cautions of any mile-and-a-half race. It seems like we're on our way to that. Ryan Reese here, no big time gives one of his first-time winners. At least we'll just say getting into the way of things. And Kyle Larson having some problems with that single car schedule we even saw that in practice yesterday.
That's the story we'll be watching closely with you. Let's head back to the booth. And Max Chris. Sorry, reading. In a second. Larry, tell me about Chase's pit stops today.
Yeah, he has made 4 trips to pit road, 3 for 4 tires. All of them have been under 9 seconds. They came in here ranked second of the top 36 teams. That 9-pit crew getting it done all year long, especially today.
He is the leader. He will restart with Tyler Reddick.
All right. All right, here we go. To the restart zone. It's Elliott and Reddick on the front row. Green flag back in the air. Final stage underway.
They just keep themselves in the game. And today is another classic example of the 45 just pulling up their guard, trying to make their stuff better.
Side by side for the lead. Reddick on the high side. Elliott on the low side. While Hocevar, I don't know who he was trying to block back there. And Elliott squeaks ahead to the lead ahead of Reddick. Oh, what's going on back there? And Stenhouse on the back bumper of William Byron, who somehow has fought his way back inside the top 10 after spinning out earlier this race. Byron has worked his way back into the 9th position, and he wants more. Yeah, for real. Very nice recovery for Byron. The same with Daniel Suarez, up to 7th right now. Took a gamble throughout most of the stage in stage 2. Ran inside the top 10 and top 5 for earlier that parts before he fell off. Now he's back inside the 4th position. My gosh. Meanwhile, looking at Alex Bowman underneath Riley Herbst. This is for the 6th position. How is Riley Herbst still running this well today? How is Riley Herbst still running this good? How? Just how? And Bowman just clears him off turn 2 for the 6th position. And Kyle Busch qualified 6th, ran inside the top 5, top 10 most of the day. Till pitch strategy kind of like kerfuffled things. Now he's back in the 12th position. He's under attack from Ross Chastain. Yeah, he tried to get back by Ross Chastain, but to no avail. Oh, Nemechek gets tight back there. Now he's under attack from Bubba Wallace on the high side. And Wallace takes that position. Takes the 13th spot. But overall, still a very solid run for Kyle Busch after that crew chief change. Yeah, that's right. Bubba Wallace is in that backup car. He had to start at the rear of the field after spinning and crashing in qualifying. Oh, Stenhouse got very tight through turns 3 and 4. He's lost a couple positions because of that.
believe Alex Bowman has some motivation on his side, some momentum, all those things looking in the right
Wow.
direction.
And Alex Bowman, after missing 5 races due to vertigo issues, last week he finished at Talladega in the 4th position. He finished 4th last week at Talladega. Now he's running in the 6th spot here at Texas. Still got a long way to go, but he's pretty much been on a very good run so far. Yep, Chase Elliott taking advantage of that clean air. Still in control of this lead.
As we have 85 laps to go, 84 laps to go right here.
I know anything can still happen, but so far it is looking good for Chase Elliott right now. Already has a win this season coming at Martinsville a few weeks ago. That was at race 7 of this season. But right now, he's looking good so far, continuing to hold a 0.7 of a second lead over Tyler Reddick. Whoa, Corey Haim split between Keselowski and Eric Jones. Caught Eric Jones completely off guard.
And use positive reinforcement.
The toilet stall.
Sounds like a service manager problem.
I'm on it. This gives me a week supply of cupcakes.
The breadwinner. With PG only leaders between night. Nothing stops Ram. That means we deliver knockouts. We don't just ride the bull.
We are the bull.
We're light duty, heavy duty, heavy D8s, Hurricanes and Hellcats. We're backing up with America's best powertrain limited warranty. We're UFC fighting donut making NASCAR winning Ram. We're never gonna be something we're not because nothing stops.
Meanwhile, looking at Ross Chastain at 3 Chevys right now. Ross Chastain, William Byron, and Kyle Busch. As Busch goes to the outside of William Byron, trying to go for the 10th spot, trying to get himself back inside the top 10. The Amazon Prime scheme from Chase Elliott is my favorite blue and black paint scheme. Miles better than the 25 scheme. In my opinion, they're both about the same, but yeah, the 2025 scheme, it wasn't that bad. It was unique in my opinion. Yeah, but as you said, the black and blue prime scheme, I love that. I love that scheme that Chase Elliott has for this year. I think that was Allmendinger to the inside of Zane Smith. That was close.
Next Sunday, NASCAR race day 1:30 Eastern time, and we're rolling at the Atlantic Cup race. Repeat of Eastern Fall on this one of that beautiful road course in the Phoenix region of New York. Shane Van Gisbergen.
All right. Yep. And next Sunday, they're off to upstate New York at Watkins Glen for the Gold Bowling at the Glen.
Pretty much caught here by Tyler Reddick. Gonna have a battle shortly as we take you to a radio remix of the challenges drivers have faced today.
Radio Remix. A lot of drivers handling very loose race cars. Yikes. And just a few minutes ago, we were talking about Alex Bowman running solidly in the 6th, while he's now caught up to Daniel Suarez, and he wants the 5th spot right now. Yep, Alex Bowman, he has caught up to Daniel Suarez. He wants the 5th spot. He wants this top 5. Oh, but Daniel Suarez kind of chopped his nose off, took the air off Bowman's nose there. So used to the Glen being in late summer. Yeah, so am I. That's how it's always been for Watkins Glen. Late in the summer, around August. Except for that one time when they moved Watkins Glen into the playoffs for that 1 year in 2024. But whatevs. Hey, Alessandro. How's it going? Ross Chastain running solidly in the 9th position, while Kyle Busch still holds on to that top 10 position. What a turnaround that Kyle Busch has had so far. Finished 10th last week at Talladega after getting caught up in a big one late in the race. Rallied back to a 10th place finish at Talladega last week. Now he's running 10th once again with about 70 laps to go. And all it needed was a crew chief change. Meanwhile, the battle for 5th is on between Daniel Suarez and Alex Bowman. And here's another big story. Alex Bowman, who sat out for a few races due to vertigo symptoms, for the first couple of races, he's kind of struggled. But ever since the turnaround at Talladega, ever since Talladega rolled around when he got that 4th place finish, he's on a tear right now. He's on a tear right now. He is determined to try to make it into the top 16 on points to be in the chase. Got some good news. Oh, you're graduating on the 17th of May? Congratulations, NASCAR fan. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome news. Congratulations. Thoughts on the Chase Elliott Amazon Prime paint scheme? I love that paint scheme, Alessandro. It's a little better than the 2025 scheme that Elliott ran. It was kind of unique when he ran that scheme in 2025, but I love Elliott's 2026 scheme way better. Whoa. Eric Jones got really tight off the corner. Had to get out of the throttle there. Hang on to it. Hang on there. And that is when the NASCAR All-Star Day is. Oh, so you're graduating on the same day as the All-Star race at at Dover that's in 2 weeks.
Race days become race weekends, and race weekends become full throttle memories. Pull up in your camper, pick your favorite spot. First race or 50th season.
Oh, you can record the All-Star race at Dover? Okay, so you're good. You're good either way. Yeah, that's basically what I did when I couldn't watch the races that were held on Saturday night. Even though I still caught the endings of the races, even though I still caught the endings of those races that were held on Saturday nights, I still recorded those races for 2025. That's what I did.
Clean, correct, and protect your way to a whole new level of deep, ceramic, glass-like clarity, superior hydrophobic protection, and head-turning shine. Mother's California Gold. Ceramic made simple. Give it that mother's love.
When I do, when you watch it, I don't want it. Okay, I'll do my best not to do any spoilers. Although I'll still do live reactions when that day comes. But for the I think what's best for you, NASCAR fan, if you want to, you cannot want you don't have to watch the live reactions that I'll be doing in 2 weeks. Yeah, if you want to, NASCAR fan, you're not required to. You don't have to watch you don't have to watch live reactions that I do in 2 weeks. You don't have to do that.
Our experience plans include amazing benefits, plus our 5-year price guarantee. Switch to T-Mobile.
And speaking of the All-Star race, why in the world is it at Dover? Why is the All-Star race at Dover? Like, I don't understand. As much as I don't, as much as we give, as much as much crap we give Dover Motor Speedway nowadays because of the lackluster racing we've seen now with the next gen car, outside of that one race in 2022 where it was pretty solid, Dover Motor Speedway deserves better. It deserves a points race. Yeah, Dover Motor Speedway, in my opinion, deserves better. It deserves its points race back. Yeah, I'd be down with that for the All-Star race to go back to Charlotte. I'll be down for an All-Star race to return to Charlotte. But the reason and why in the world did NASCAR decide to give Charlotte another points race for the fall race? Like, Charlotte Motor Speedway did not need 2 oval dates, period. End of story. It did not need 2 oval dates. Why they decided to bring the fall oval date back to the NASCAR schedule, I have no clue. I'll much rather have that fall date go to Rockingham instead of another fall date for Charlotte. Typical NASCAR fans being too greedy. Typical NASCAR fans being too greedy and for begging the Roval to be gone.
You see Carson right there, very aware of that car inside of him. That thing got loose, and you saw him go up the racetrack with the board with the awareness. Carson inside that car. Right there is a great picture of what an aero.
Wonder how it'll go for the All-Star race. Otherwise, it's over. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Wonder how it'll go for the All-Star race. Otherwise, it's over. And here comes Byron in for his service. And there's another car that's pitting in front of him. That's Ross Chastain. So now the question is, when will the leaders pit? If they pit, Byron's down and away. Chastain getting extra fuel. He's down and away. Here comes Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, and I believe that's Austin Dillon as well. Eric Jones is on pit lane. All right, the leaders stay out. Keeping a close eye on Reddick and Hamlin. I do not want them to undercut Chase Elliott. I do not want them to undercut Chase Elliott. Please. Or at least, if they pit, I want Elliott to pit first and Reddick and Hamlin to follow. Please let that be the case. There's Elliott going by. Okay, they still didn't pit. Good. Oh my gosh. I know we still got a long way to go and anything could still happen, but geez. This is literally the same situation we had at Martinsville when Elliott was leading late in the race and I was praying for no caution at the end. Thankfully that wish came to fruition. Okay, they still didn't pit. Good. My name is not Chris. Craig, my name is not Chris. Well, speaking of Chris, there's Chris Buescher on pit lane. Potential final stop of the race. And here comes the leader, Chase Elliott. Now, do Reddick and Hamlin come in with him? Of course, Hamlin stays out. Of course, Hamlin stays out. Well, good. Let's get a good stop, boys. No mistakes. All right, go, go, go. Now, when does Hamlin pit? Oh, and Hamlin's coming in this time. Where's Elliott? Where's Elliott? Did he get out in front of the 45? I'm assuming he did. I'm assuming he did. Here comes Riley Herbst. And yes, Elliott got on in front of Reddick. Good. 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 All right, good. Riley Herbst having a bit of trouble getting more fuel in the car so he can get out faster. Can someone please get the 66 off the track? Like, can someone literally get the 66 off the track? He's been literally going like 2 miles an hour. I hope not, NASCAR fan. Yeah, Chad Fincham, that's the driver in the 66. He is way too slow on the track. Get him off the track, please. Or as Darian Gilliam, otherwise known as Black Flags Matter, would say, I quote, "Oh my God, get off the track! Get off the track!" As Darren would say, "Oh my God, get off the track! Get off the track!" Fitting when Chase Elliott won in Texas in 2024, it was Hooters' last victory in the Cup Series. Yep. Yep, that you're exactly right, Alessandro. You're exactly right, Alessandro. It was Hooter's last victory in the Cup Series when Chase Elliott won at Texas in 2024. Then the whole debacle, then the whole lawsuit situation happened with Hooters. And, and here comes Hocevar. Here comes Hocevar in for his potential final service of the race. So now Ryan Blaney assumes the lead. Yeah, Blaney, Heim, and Briscoe, they'll have to pit soon. Those three drivers will have to pit soon. Yeah, I did see that, NASCAR fan, when Craig said "Hello City" when it's Cito. Come on, oh my gosh! Like, how can someone literally mess up my name that badly? I know it's not much, but come on! Like my name is literally right here. My name is literally right here. For real, dude. Like, my name is literally on the screen. There's a lot of traffic in front of these guys. Oh, Blaney's pitting. Blaney's pitting this time by. So that's one driver down. Now all we need is Heim and Briscoe to pit soon. All we need now is Heim and Briscoe to pit. Blaney down and away. I can't believe my 12th grade year went by so quickly. I can imagine it is for you, NASCAR fan. It's kind of like me when I was in high school during my senior year. It went by so fast. It went by so fast. Come on, Gregson. Get out of the way, dude. Oh my gosh, Gregson. Oh, we got a good cushion over Reddick. Got a good cushion over Reddick. It's about a second and a half over Reddick. We're good. Just hope that gap doesn't diminish if a caution comes out. Or if a caution doesn't come out, the gap will be stabilized. And speaking of which, this is the battle going on for second right now as Hamlin has caught up to Reddick. This is car owner against car employee. Car owner versus car employee, and they've got traffic in front of these guys. If it was a night race, Corey Haim's Robin Hood paint scheme would be impossible to miss. Bright neon colors. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on, Gregson. You're holding us up here. You're holding us up, Gregson. Get out of here. Thank you. Jeez. Why would you hold us up, Gregson? Okay, Haim has got to be coming in soon. The fuel is about 6% now. He has got to come in soon. Same with Briscoe. Yeah, literally. Look at the percentage for both Haim and Briscoe. 5% and 11%. What is this? What is this? You've got to pit soon. Come on now. All right. And speaking of Briscoe, he has now been caught by Chase Elliott. Yeah, Chase Elliott's now catching up to Chase Briscoe. It's going to be the Chase and Chase show for second. So, if they stay out this long and wait for a yellow, that's gonna ruin their race, literally. And look at this on the leaderboard. Haim's fuel meter is now saying low. Meanwhile, the battle for second is on. Here comes Elliott to the inside of Briscoe. Going for second. Just let him by, Briscoe. Thank you. Just let him by. Yeah, at this point, Briscoe and Haim have got to pit. They cannot make it. And for second, there goes Hamlin right by Reddick. And going for the lead. Here comes Elliott to the inside of Corey Haim to the lead. Finally, it's about time Haim pits. It's about time that Corey Haim pits. Oh my gosh. Now Haim pits. Now when will Reddick pit? When will Briscoe pit? My mistake. And there goes Hamlin right by Briscoe for second. All right, please no yellow from this point onward. Please no caution from this point onwards. We're in a good position. We're in a good position. Please no yellow from this point onwards. Please. This is lit. Literally the same thing that we saw in Martinsville back in race 7. Now we're in race 11. Helly's in position to try to score his second win of the season. Hamlin trying to close to fight for his second win of the season. It looks as though Briscoe's finally giving it up. Briscoe's on pit lane, finally. Good. Gosh. All right, you don't have to worry about it anymore, NASCAR fan. They finally pitted. Now the only things I need for are no caution and for lap traffic to get out of the way and hold up Hamlin, please. Just like at Martinsville. No caution, get out of Elliott's way, and hold up Hamlin. Inside of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to put him a lap down. And Stenhouse is not going to fight it. Or he is. But Elliott has a faster car in the bottom lane. Oh my gosh, Stenhouse, what are you doing? What are you doing, Stenhouse? Get out of the way. Thank you. I said thank you, Stenhouse. What are you doing, Stenhouse? What are you doing, Stenhouse? Golly, dude. Thank you.
Returns to the track at 86 laps down. 22 to go here in Texas. Denny Hamlin holding station about 1.5 seconds behind Chase Elliott. Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, all 3 minutes represented.
Reddick? I don't know what's going on with Reddick, but his car is starting to struggle on the long runs a little bit.
And this place will make you think that there is something wrong with the tires all the time because it is so fast and bumpy, and then you wind up going down the straightaway. Only thing that it could be that we've seen before is if that left rear tire is loose, that makes it, when you talk about weird stuff happening down the straightaway, it'll actually start to,
20 laps to go. Yeah, how is Riley Herbst, again, I said this earlier in the day, but how is Riley Herbst doing this well? What? How is he running this well? Well, now he's under attack from Carson Hocevar. This is for the 7th spot, but still, how? How is Riley Herbst doing this well? Reddick, the points leader, still doing as much as he can to nurse that car back around for a 3rd place finish. If there's no caution these next 17 laps, please. Herbst has been more improved this season compared to his rookie season just last year. Obviously, he still has a long way to go to be considered a good cup driver. Yep. But Daniel Suarez, another driver who had my eyes on this race, qualified in second, fell back a couple times. Excuse me. Excuse me. Anyways, Daniel Suarez started second, fell back a couple times. The deepest he has been as the deepest position he has been so far has been 20th. That was at the end of stage 1, I believe. Now he's back inside the top 5, maybe in contention to a strong top 5 finish if everything goes his way. And Carson Hocevar right now, he is having a very hard time trying to get around Riley Herbst. And Hocevar, he is having a very hard time trying to get around Riley Herbst. And Herbst is not letting him have it so easily. Holy cow. And Kyle Busch, talk about a good birthday run for Kyle Busch. Turned 41 years old just yesterday. And followed that up with the 6th place starting position for this race. And he's been floating around top 5, top 10, top 15 all race long. Currently running in the 9th position. And all it took for Kyle Busch to get better this race was a crew chief change. Over the week, it was announced that Andy Street will take over crew chiefing duties for the rest of the 2026 season for Kyle Busch. And so far, it is a good start for Kyle Busch in that 8 bunch. Suarez has been the surprise of this season so far. When the announcement was made that he was going to Spire, I thought it was a downgrade. Turns out it was a better decision for him. 11 laps to go. This time, 0.8 of a second. Oh gosh, get out of the way, traffic. Are you kidding me, Heim? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Oh, great. Are you kidding me right now? You cannot be serious right now. How are you serious? Great. Single car spins are too common at Texas with this Gen 7 car. I remember the 2022 race when Truex and Harvick both spun by themselves while leading the race. Yeah, and that was because of the tire issues that were happening that race. There was like non-stop tire failures that race. What happened to Heim? Isn't that bump in turns 3 and 4? It was probably that bump that got Corey Haim sideways. Josh Berry's on board. Yep, it was the bump. It was the bump in turns 3 and 4 that knocked his car sideways and he couldn't catch it. How many guys pit? That's the question. If one of them stays out, how many pit behind him? Looks as though the top 3 are going to pit. Okay. Wow, Larry Mack. I don't know if Hurricane means staying out, but Hurricane, I'm taking it. Is that the new code word because Carson Hocevar just won last week at Talladega and the truck race on Friday night? All right, here we go. Looks like they're lining up for. Is pits going to be open this time? Yep, they're lining up. So I'm assuming pits are open this time. Who pits and who stays out? Who pits, and who stays out? Oh! Both Hamlin and Elliott stay out. Oh boy. Oh boy. So that's what they meant when they said hurricane. Oh dear. But that means Reddick is probably going to have the freshest tires. That probably means Reddick's probably going to have the freshest tires when they get the restart. Oh, 2 tires. 2 tires only for Reddick. Same with Suarez and pretty much the rest of the field. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so nerve-wracking. Why? Why? Man, if only Corey Haim didn't spin. If only Corey Haim didn't spin, we could have been in position to score a win, a second win of the season. Come on, Haim. Yeah, that was the first caution. Todd Gilliland spins, just clipped Christopher Bell. Took him out early in the race. Then another driver out of the race, Joey Logano, because of a pit road mishap when Custer was stopped and Logano had no place to go. Then Larson backing it into the fence. Then, with about 10 laps to go, Haim spins out, creating this most recent caution. Well, if we get the restart, can it be with about 4 laps to go? And please, Elliott, do not let Hamlin win this thing. Please. Please do not let Hamlin win. And Austin Dillon in the top 10 late. That might be all for naught because of the drivers who just pitted for 2 tires. All right, choose rule. Who goes where? Yep. Good! Bowman's behind his teammate. Thank you. Bowman's behind his teammate, Elliott. Come on. Heart's pounding right now. This is scary. This is scary. Please get a good restart, Elliott. Please get a good restart. Please. Just get a good jump. Get ahead of Hamlin, and we'll be fine. Here we go. Coming to the restart. Pace car off. Here we go. The restart zone. Green flag. Come on, Elliott. Side draft. Side draft. And Reddick's not wasting any time. Come on, get in front of the 11. Get in front of the 11. Clear up, clear up, clear up. Go, go, go. Come on, Chase. Yes! Yes! Go, go, go. Come on. Come on, Chase. It's exactly what I needed. Just keep it green. Reddick rim riding around the high side. Past Byron. 3 to go. Now he's up to Busher. Oh, Busher got back by Reddick. Good. All right, good. Keep going. Keep going. Now Hocevar is on the outside of Byron. Just get through. Just get through. It's time by. 2 laps to go. 3 miles remain. Come on, Elliott. Come on, buddy. Come on, my man. Half a lap to go, or a lap and a half to go. Hamlin kind of gained just a little bit, but it's not enough. Through turns 3 and 4. Oh, Hamlin slipped. Good. White flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. This time by. Come on, get to the white. White flag. Yes. Yes. Nemechek's wrecked it, but we're under the white flag. If they throw the caution out now, the race is over. Down the backstretch for the final time. Still green. Wow. I'm surprised there's no caution. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. And through turns 3 and 4, ring those sirens in Dawsonville, boys. Get that cowboy hat. Ride them horses. We win in Texas, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Let's go, baby. In that Amazon Prime scheme. How about that? Let's go. Nemechek, a lot of damage to the right front. Burn it down, buddy! In the Lone Star State. How about that? And look at Alex Bowman. Look at where he finished. P3 for Alex Bowman. Back-to-back top 5 finishes for Bowman. How about that? Let's go, man. Let's go. And Elliott's second win at Texas. Yep, you're right, Alessandro. 2-0. Elliott is 2-0 against Hamlin this season when racing for the win. Whew! Man, those last few laps were so nerve-wracking. Here he comes, climbing out of the car. Win number 2 in the Lone Star State. How about it? How about it? Yep. You're right, it's just boy. Stay mad, Ethan Trendler. Stay mad. That overbiased Toyota fan who hates Hendrick Motorsports for no reason. Joe, why couldn't Denny pass Chase? What was he missing? Hell if I know. It's ask Hamster about it. Let's go, dude. In the Amazon Prime scheme, rocking the Amazon Prime colors. How about it? Let's get up on them horses and ride, folks. Let's ride, folks. Win number 2 at Texas in the Lone Star State. Yep, Amazon Prime coverage 3 weeks away. And if I'm correct, Elliott probably led the most laps in this race because he pretty much led for the majority of stage 3 there. I don't know if he led the most laps, but he led the majority of stage 3. So extra points for us. How about it? And I'm honestly shocked that the caution did not come out when they were about to take the white flag, because John Hunter Nemechek looked like he slammed the outside wall with how much damage he had to the right side. I'm surprised that they didn't throw the caution out. And NASCAR let them race back to the white. They let them race back to the white and to the checkered.
So we're just gonna try to keep our heads down and keep chugging long year, a lot of racing left. So we'll try to build on it. Chase Elliott, your winner at Texas. Looked like you had a great restart there, almost able to hang on the score panel off the turn two. How close was that to keeping it outside? It was really close for sure. But it was it rocks for the 19. We had really 45 that last third stage. They had some really good speed, and I thought it was going to be so close if it went green. I thought it was going to get there. Especially.
Yep, but that last caution, because of pretty much a driver that he's a partially owner of, Corey Heim, got loose in turn 4, slapped the outside wall, drawing that last caution.
Decent day, just one short. You mentioned restarts. Looked like the restarts were absolutely crazy all day long. But we saw a number of cars spin on their own. How much of a knife edge was it out there with these cars, and how challenging was it? Yeah, it's this track, right? You have to make some decisions with your setup, with that big bump over in turns 3 and 4. Sometimes, if you just get going too aggressively over there and your car's a little free, it just doesn't take much to spin them out, as we've seen, and it's year after year. We've seen a handful of cars do that. We just we get close to doing it. I think everyone in the field at some point, but just we had another great Toyota camera, just not quite enough. Thanks, Dave.
We're going to look at a couple of replays, including the restart and John Hunter Nemechek's problem, which was not a single car spin. Here's the restart.
Yeah, I really thought that Denny Hamlin was in good shape right here when he launched. Had about a half a car at the start finish.
And this was the restart. Hamlin had the initial jump on that restart, but man, Elliott just aggressively side-drafted him. And coming off the second corner, Elliott was clear. He was in the clear right there. That's what won Elliott the race right there. And what happened to Nemechek? Oh, wow! Oh my gosh! Did Cowboys try to shut off Nemechek? And that's why. That's why Nemechek got into the outside wall. He and Kyle Busch got into it. Yikes. Looked like Kyle Busch tried to slide up in front of the 42. Wasn't clear. Oh. Yikes. And Kyle Busch ends up 20th. Ouch. Checkered flag. And, man. Yeah, Kyle Busch, if that last caution didn't come out, Kyle Busch, I think he had 9th place secured. He had 9th place secured, if I'm correct, before that last caution came out. But what can you do? Oh, man, what a weekend overall. I see Chase Elliott ending the 2026 season with 5 wins. If he keeps this momentum going, it could happen. If Elliott keeps this momentum going, it could happen. But right now, we're riding on some pretty good momentum. After our first win of the season in Martinsville, then 4 races later, we get our second win of the season at Texas. We got some momentum on our side, boys. Let's keep it up. But overall, this race, it was definitely one of the better races we've seen at Texas, despite determining how the last two races at Texas for the Cup Series went. It was very, very chaotic, especially last year. But this one, it was one of the better ones we've seen at Texas. Overall, I still prefer Texas to have equal banking or have it reconfigured to 1997 to 2016 configuration before they went to the repave in 2017. But regardless, this was one of the better next-gen races we've seen at Texas Motor Speedway. So I digress about that, whether Texas gets changed or not for the better. But the track is aging pretty fast. It's pretty worn out. And they've got to get turns 3 and 4 worked up as well because it's very, very bumpy there. So whether we see Texas get changed up in the future or it just stays in this configuration, I don't know about that. But overall this weekend, it was pretty good. And it was a weekend full of Cup Series winners, honestly, because in the Truck Series, we had Carson Hocevar riding the Dente once again, as people now call him Intimidente. He won the Truck Series on Friday. Then in the O'Reilly Series race just yesterday, it was Kyle Larson getting the win in the O'Reilly Series. Man, what is going on with Kyle Larson, man? We're now coming up to like 1 year since Kyle Larson has won in the Cup Series. If he doesn't win next week at Watkins Glen, he's in trouble. And Alex Bowman, second straight top 5 finish, got a top 5 last week at Talladega Super Speedway, follows it up with a third place run here at Texas. After the vertigo symptoms he's been dealing with for the past 5 races that he had to miss the past 2 weeks, he's turned on the jets right now. He too is riding on some pretty good momentum heading into Watkins Glen next week. So we'll see what he can do. But anyways, that's it for Texas Motor Speedway. Congratulations to my boy Chase Elliott getting his second win of the season, riding on some pretty good momentum heading into Watkins Glen next weekend. Yep, it's a Mother's Day weekend next weekend at Watkins Glen in upstate New York for the Gold Bowling at the Glen. Racing for all the moms out there next weekend. So we'll see what goes on once we go to Watkins Glen. But as of right now, as for rating of this race, aside from my bias from Chase Elliott getting the win, I'll give this race an overall a 7 out of 10. A 7 to a 7.5 out of 10. It was one of the better ones we've seen at Texas. It was definitely one of the better ones we've seen at Texas. Not too chaotic and not too boring. Right in the middle. Around that middle C grade range. I'll take that as an average. But anyways, congratulations to Chase Elliott. See you next week for Watkins Glen, racing for all the moms out there on a Mother's Day next weekend when we go racing at the Glen. So anyways, it's been your boy Cito Brown. You all have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you guys next Sunday on a Mother's Day for Watkins Glen reactions for the Cup Series. And maybe Truck Series reactions at Watkins Glen as well that Friday. We'll see. But anyways, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe down below as well for more live streaming content like this. So until then, peace out, y'all. And let's go Chase Elliott. Let's go. Ha ha.